Hi you guys! I just realized this is the first review that I'm filming with my short hair. I chopped all my hair off and it actually feels great. I had my long hair for so long and it was finally time to just cut it. And plus I'm in my student teaching program now. I switched majors to education and now I'm student teaching, and I thought this looked more professional, and yeah, I really like it. Sometimes I miss my old hair when I watch my old other reviews. I'm like, oh, long hair. But yeah, it'll grow back if I want it to get long. But yes, anyways, today my review is on Ignite Me by Tahereh Mafi. For those of you who are new to my channel, this is or was my favorite trilogy. Ignite Me is the third installment in the Shatter Me trilogy by Tahereh Mafi. The two books are right here, Shatter Me and Unravel Me. They're kind of hidden by my Mr. H. Potter, the cupboard under the stairs. But yes, so, and for those of you who have been on my channel for a while, you know that this book was probably my most anticipated book for 2014. Yeah, I'm super disappointed. Yeah, so let's just get on with the discussion. For those of you who have read it, we can now talk about it. I am so sad and disappointed with how this book went. I would describe it as a slow-moving turtle that didn't get any speed up until the last 80 pages. And I was so disappointed, you guys. I needed more action in this book. I waited so long, and I wanted to name this trilogy my favorite trilogy, and I couldn't because this book lacked so much action, so much adventure. Granted, the last 70 to 80 pages were amazing, but the rest of the book consisted of what I thought three things. One being everyone having to accept Warner because they needed an opportunity and a place to train. Two, Adam being an immature, crazy guy and just not enough development with his character in the book. And three, of course, Juliet not understanding herself, not understanding what's going on, and it was just so much frustration for me. I mean, I felt like she had this premature admiration with Adam, and then when she realized she didn't love him, she thought, oh, well, my feelings for Warner must be love. It's like, no, you haven't known Warner for that long, and half the time you have known him, you hated him because you thought he was this terrible person. And then when she realizes she doesn't love Adam, she automatically loves Warner. And to me, that was just so frustrating because I felt like that was this book. I felt like it was 2/3 of this book was Juliet not wanting to admit her feelings for Warner. Yes, she had feelings, but did she love him? I would say no. I mean, love is a strong word, and she couldn't even admit to him her feelings. Oops. I felt like the author tried to give us the sensation that Juliet had changed and wasn't a coward anymore. But in my opinion, she couldn't admit to Warner any of her feelings for him because she was so scared. And it was just so frustrating because I felt like that's what this book was in a whole. So finally around page 320, she admits that she loves him, and then the next chapters after that are just like steamy makeout scenes with them. And I'm like, okay, a couple makeout scenes, fine, whatever, add those in. But just like having a huge chunk of the book be that was annoying because I'm like, where's the action? There has been no action, no adventure. So I was just so frustrated with that. Oh, I felt like this was super annoying. On page 335, they're describing Warner's tattoo. And this is probably just me being nitpicky because I was so frustrated with the book. But his tattoo, which keep in mind is by his groin, says, "Hell is empty and all the devils are here." Right there. And I thought to myself, okay, we get it. We're supposed to know as readers that Warner is a very tortured person. but nobody would ever get that tattoo. A tattoo insinuating that they have, you know, all of these demons inside of them, these inner demons. Like, I was just frustrated with that. I was like, no, nobody would ever get that in a million years. I mean, just, in my opinion, it was just dumb, but whatever. I can't, that's just me being nitpicky, because you guys know that I love this author's writing style, but I was just annoyed with that. I was like, okay, we get it. He has a lot of tattoos, but that one's just over the top, and I felt like no one would ever get that. In a million years, nobody would ever get that. Like, I don't know. I was just frustrated, but moving on to Warner finding out that him and Adam are brothers. I liked that, but it wasn't long enough. I'm like, as readers, we've been waiting so long for this scene, and it ended up being Warner and Adam sitting on opposite sides of the room, and then Warner going over and having some words with Adam, and then a pat on the shoulder. I was like, are you kidding me? I've been waiting forever for this scene, and I just felt cheated from it. I felt like I just wanted so much more. So, yeah, I don't know. I was just super annoyed at Juliet throughout this book. I felt that it was just her, again, bantering with herself, arguing with herself. You don't know what love is. Oh, maybe you do. I'm not a coward anymore. Yeah, you kind of are, because you can't admit anything to yourself or to Warner. And it was just so frustrating for me. But I feel like I've just been saying all the stuff I didn't like, so I do want to say some of the stuff that I did like. For one, the cover is absolutely beautiful, as always. I really liked the Unravel Me cover. And then I still have the old version of Shatter Me, which I'll probably just keep because I don't want to spend money on it just so it matches. But, yeah, I also liked Kenji's presence in the book. I felt like he was really prominent in this book, and I liked that because I really like his sense of humor. The writing was beautiful, and the last 70 to 80 pages kicked ass, and I just wish that the rest of the book was like that. I truly do. The last part of the book I read in like 20 minutes because I just couldn't stop myself, but other than that, I was really disappointed. So sadly, I can't call this my favorite trilogy, as I've been hoping for the last, 3 or 4 years that these books have been around. I'm like, this will be my favorite trilogy, but sadly I can't say that because this book was such a disappointment for me. So I'm looking for a new trilogy to read. I do want to finish the Selection trilogy and A Great and Terrible Beauty trilogy, and I also want to start Lord of the Rings trilogy. But if you guys have any other fantastic trilogies that you would recommend to me, please leave them in the comments below. And any other comments you had about the book, if you really liked it. I was just disappointed because I feel like with trilogies, the third book, you have to be so strong and you have to go out with a boom. And sadly, I just feel like she didn't go out with a boom on this one, which sucks, but it's okay. The trilogy as a whole is still good. I mean, this book doesn't make it a bad trilogy. The other 2 books are amazing. I just personally was disappointed with this one. But I still am going to, it's not like I'm going to like throw the books out or anything. I mean, they're beautiful, but yeah. So let me know what you guys think, and I will see you for my next video. Bye!